Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh yeah, I could use this right now. Oh boy, here we go, come on. If you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it. I'm not playing with my can. Oh, it's good. That's not just good, that's damn good, damn good. Okay, what's going on? We're skipping a video. I made an intro to where I was going to start pulling the transmission and stuff, and I technically didn't get started on that. There's a TNT tomorrow. We're not going to make it. Yesterday it rained all day. I mean, it rained all day from the time I got up at 7:30. Teresa got up to go to work. It was raining, and it rained till 7, 8 o'clock last night. So that shot the whole day as far as getting anything done. Also at work, the last day of work of the week, we had a scheduled power outage where they were working on something, and we broke down about 60 75-pound cardboard boxes and stacked them, and my back just wasn't feeling good. I'm making a bunch of excuses of why we haven't done transmission. I just don't feel like, whatever. But I did do an intro for the video, and we haven't started on it, and we're not going to start on it now. We're going to do something else, and just because I don't know why, I just don't want to do that job right this minute. I've gotten some kind of like abhorrence to going under the cars and working, just because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. We're just not going to start on it. I don't want to say we're not going to start on it today. I got some other stuff. I just got other stuff I want to do rather than do that right this minute. So anyway, hate me all you want. So what are we going to do? A couple things. You guys may recognize this board right here. Yes, we're gonna, why not rewire the car? We got one car, we completely tore all the wiring out. Why not do it to another one? So we're gonna do that. We're like, well, this was for the silver car. Well, yeah, it was, but we got this instead. Technically, I was gonna use the silver car and got this for Trojan, but I said, nah, just do this. Okay, this is already done. It's got relays inside and fuses, and all the wires, all the powers are together. You got a ground, and then you've got your to switch to accessory, to switch to accessory, yada, 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 yada. So I just thought this would be better in the silver car. It looks nicer, so that's where it's gonna go. And we'll put that in Trojan, because who cares? That was it was on sale. It was like $30 from off Amazon, of course. And we also got another basically a bus bar. It's got fuses, but it's got a negative and a positive, and so we can go from here to here, and from here to the solenoid on the fender well, and then a negative, of course, and then other stuff that isn't on a relay we can tie into here and have everything ready to go. We also got another set. I was so happy with the way this kind of worked out on this car. We got another set, I splurged. We got another set of the BMR control arm relocation brackets. We got a set for Trojan. Not a huge fan of the stance of the car. At some point, I'm gonna have to buy a new set of tires. I'm gonna have to buy a new set of slicks. I've got a gazillion passes on the 2610s that I run. These are old. I mean, I've never even made a pass on these, but these are old, bought them used. So we're gonna have to buy a new set of tires. And if we're gonna buy 28s, then I don't wanna have 28s just to run on one car. That doesn't make any sense. Also, we would have to really put a different gear in Trojan to kind of keep the gear ratio the same, because the taller tire kills the gear. That was the whole point of doing it in this car, putting 28s on this car, was to kill the gear without having to change the gear. So it was just an easier way to do it. But when I have to buy new tires, I can't afford to go buy a set of 26 10s and a set of 28 10s and have try and find another set of 10 inches. That's just a lot of money that, you know, I got a lot of other stuff that I want to buy for the cars. So that's just not, to me, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So it's either got to be like 28s or 26. I don't know. I'm just whatever. Plus, it doesn't even matter if it's got 26s on it. The car sits up kind of high. I'm not a huge fan of it. So we'll nip the spring a little bit. But when you nip the springs, you increase spring pressure because now they're shorter. So I don't want to mess with it a ton. Nip the spring a little bit, put these on. It'll lower the rear of the car. It'll look better. Everybody will be happy, or at least I'll be happy. So that's what we're doing. Also, probably going to convert to manual brakes, put line lock in. Got a lot of work to do, and we still got to do the clutch. So I'm just digging a hole for myself. And we'll put in our steering column, and I'm probably also going to put in use this tack. Man, I've had this tack for probably almost 30 years. I mean, God, I've had it forever. I bought it in the mid-90s from somebody. I don't even remember who I bought it from. So anyway, we're going to put this in. We'll probably mount it on the column. And we had it in the van. I had it in something else for the van, I think. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I bought it and never even actually used it in anything. Try to remember. Anyway, it was in the van, and then we had it in Pro Stock, and now we're going to put it in Trojan. So Trojan has become a mesh of short bus, which was just an idea car that I had a long time ago, or I say a long time ago, back in 2009, and threw it together. And the car was a lot of fun. I made quite a few passes in it. The car was a lot of fun. It was just very bare bones, and Pro Stock was basically kind of what that car would have been, the next evolution, I guess, of it. And then Trojan Horse, I just looked at that car and was just not motivated to really do anything to it. And then when I started thinking about, hey, just kind of merging it all together, I started getting more excited about it. And so there's a few things that need to be done to the car to kind of where I visually look at it and like it a lot more, but I'm getting close, I think. But yeah, that Trojan Horse has become a mixture of short bus, Pro Stock, and Trojan Horse. It'll always be Trojan Horse, but it's just, or maybe just Trojan, but it's just, I'm happier with it now than I was. So anyway, let's get to work. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to move our fender roll solenoid over here, and then we'll have all the power wire stuff coming out, or just actually the battery cable coming to here. We'll have the starter cable coming over here, battery cable, starter cable over here, solenoid cable over here, and then the alternator stuff there, and then we'll have like an 8-gauge wire run into our fuse panel, and we'll run everything from the MSD, and we'll have our fan relay. We'll put it like over here or something, and then we'll have it all run a little bit less wire. We'll also do the headlight wires from there. We'll come this way into the relay in here, and then all the stuff over there, everything under the dash will be gone. So it's not like a lot of work, it's just tedious work. So, and I'm not good at wiring, so this will take us a minute. But anyway, it's what I want to do. I did it, like I say, on Fail TD, and I did it on the Love Boat, and I'm happy with it, the way those cars worked out. So anyway, let me get to it. We'll also pull our dash out, and I think we did pretty good on not getting any, since it rained so much, we didn't get hardly any water in the car.
So, anyway, this is just a lot of tedious work right here. But it's all worth it in the end. While we got the dash out, we're going to go ahead and do the, we'll do our manual brake booster deal while we, just easier to get to. Probably jack it up and take the clutch cable and stuff loose. It's just a lot of work. It's easier to do it all at once than it is to do it piecemeal. We'll change our steering column out. So anyway, a lot of work to do. It is a little bit muggy out here. So, I'm hoping that we're all done for next weekend. I'm already catching a bunch of peer pressure from Eric and them I mean, I've made hundreds more passes than they have. That's okay. You know, it'd be different if I wasn't like working on the car, but I am working on the car. I'm just not gonna get done. The weather, sabotage. So, next time Trojan's at the track, I don't want to say it. I was going to say he'll run a PB, but damn, it's put a lot of pressure on things. So, yeah. Oh man, it's a lot. I hate doing wiring. God, I hate it so much. But it'll be worth it in the end. Every time I look at the fail TD, I'm happy with it under the hood. This, I'm hoping, will be the same result. All right, let me get back inside. Get the stuff. It's a lot to take apart. It's all gonna be worth it in the end. I say that. We're gonna have, oh yeah, we're gonna have less complexity and less weight. So, get those clips undone and we'll snatch this thing out. Whew, it's hot. All right, there's our tilt wheel. Whew. We weighed our steering columns, 11 pounds, a little bit over 17 and a half. So that's 6.5 pounds of weight savings. So I'll take it. Tis what it is. So we'll get that stuck in after we do something with the brakes. Gotta get dash out. All right, got all the screws from the top. Got the 1/2 inch here. Got the 10 millimeter out of the clutch box or pedal box. So got the end ones off. So now it's speedometer cable and push the wiring through the firewall. Pull the harness out, rest of the way. Why why that's always so difficult to pull through. All right. Whoops. Phew. Now, separate everything from the braces. That's going to take a few minutes. So, lots of screws to get loose. Good news is probably only put about 10 of them back in. So good for us. I thought about like getting one of those Scott rod dashes, the aluminum ones. They don't weigh very much. You gotta put it together, so it's not that huge of a deal, but at the same time, it's like that value thing. How much weight do you save versus how much it costs? And the other thing is, if you aren't a fan of the way it looks, which I don't know. I guess there's certain things I'll spend money on that don't seem like a great value for the amount of weight that they save. And there's other things that I won't buy that would, I mean, I think a Scott Rod Dash is like $200 shipped right in that area. Fiberglass ones are, especially shipped, they're way up there. And they don't weigh that much less, whatever. Just rambling. Let me get a screwdriver, finish some of this off. This is 24 pounds lighter than this. So, I mean, we're still gonna have to add a little bit of wire, but, you know, not much, because we still got wire left in the car that was gonna be there anyway. So, right around 24 pound weight savings, just from, oh, that's not counting all of it, because we still got a couple pieces of the dash on the car back there. So anyway, 24 pounds or so, 25 I guess, but we'll take it. We got brake lines and stuff loose. Now we can take the loose inside and get it out. Oh, maybe not. Yay! All right. Yee yee. Heck yeah. Here's our master cylinder. Now this technically isn't the proper deal. This bore's not really enough, but it works to drive it around, and it works with a line lock to pump it up. Also, the rod on this one is bent. This is an old, I think this is an old ASP kit, auto specialty pulleys or whatever, old ASP kit, and the rod is bent, so you don't have to relocate for it to work. So now we got to get that put in, and then we'll get our line lock and kind of get that all worked out. That rod also, the way it is, you can see it hit it up in there. It's not at like a crazy angle. It allows you to use the factory style brake switch. So, all right, got that part done, or whatever, bolted together. Sorry, not focusing. Well, there it is. We basically used a bunch of stuff that we had. That's pretty obvious. I will say, it looks better than what Kevin had done on McNugget. Now, we had to redo one line because it leaked. It was old. It had got a crimp spot in it. Blah 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 blah. But Otherwise, I think we're in pretty good shape. So thank God that's done. I hate, two things I hate doing: brake lines and wiring, and that's what we're doing. Doing a little mock-up. This is pretty much what it's gonna look like. And then we'll have our switches and gauges and MSD or two-step stuff, but we're just gonna have the tack, and then probably right there where the warning lights went, we're gonna put our voltage gauge. Just keep all the wiring on the passenger side of the car. I could put it here, but yeah, we'll see how it looks over there. So we still got, like I say, this is just, we're just looking at it, see what we think, and this will work. I mean, it's just got to be functional, really. All right, got some done, got a lot to do. That's going to do it for this video. So thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing, thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel. Couldn't do it without you, wouldn't want to, but especially thanks for watching. And until next time on Substandard Leader and Fox Body Videos and this here man's YouTube, 1 year only, twin turbo, 5-speed Lincoln Town Cars, 4 drag vans, proud owner, proprietor. One day we'll be open again. Club Big Boost, and as always, fighting a good fight against zombie Mustangs and that rascal Dr. Fear. We'll see you guys in the next video. Man, a lot of waters.